everyone, and welcome back to our channel. We are Millennial Mom. If you don't know who is who, I'm Millennial. This is Mom.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Mom or Kay from Millennial Mom. And today we're going to talk about Married at First Sight, season 16, episode 21, the final decision or decision day part 2. Now, before we begin, please, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. Hit that subscribe button. Should be in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. Hit the like button. That always helps every channel that you watch get up there in the algorithm to put us back out, to the other YouTube people, families that watch Married at First Sight and other shows that we do. And of course, leave your comments. And hello to everyone in the replay gang. How are you doing? And everyone in the chat. So let's see who's joining us. And yes, I'm 5 minutes early today. I have a reason for that. Let you know in a little bit. But hello to everyone. Let's see who's here. We have Frappes and Tea. Hola. At Frappes and Tea. Listen, last week you had to go to the corner. Okay. Come out the corner today, all right? Be good, be nice, behave. Okay. On top of my head. It's all in good fun, though. Hola, Frappes and Tea. Hey, Tamika. Hey, girl. Hey. Miss Sharon. Hello. Your favorite darkness. Hey, how you doing? Cynthia. Hello. Hi to Jennifer Harrison. Hello. Frappes and Tea. Okay, laugh now, cry later. Right? Wasn't that the song? But be nice. So, all right. Hopefully everyone has seen the episode that they made us wait a whole week for. Okay, they could have did that last week to get on with the show this week. What was the holdup? I'm not here to gloat. Hey, the Jasmine Show. Hello. Not here to gloat or be like, I knew it, but I just kind of figured with the suit that Shaq had on, it was giving chaos. It was giving, the energy wasn't there, the vibe. Maybe he was like trying to be like more zen, but I just had a feeling just with his head nod that the possibility of him saying no was higher than him saying yes. And that's what we got a chance to see his decision. So, how many of you all were surprised? So I'll do like I see other channels do. Can you like maybe put a 1 that you were not surprised or a 2 that you were surprised in the chat before I drop the link? I'm going to give myself a 1. I wasn't surprised. Like I said, I just had that energy. I don't know. I think that the suit spoke to me. Like I said, it just gave chaos. It just did for me. I don't know. If I saw anybody that wasn't on the show or whatever, I would think, they're going through something. With this, it's chaos. Just me. And of course, we root for love every season, but it's even more special. We root more for brown and black or African American or whatever love, because we don't get to be seen in a positive light on a lot of reality shows, things like that. So that's why I think we root more for it in general, besides standard love. So, Jasmine said we were wrong. Yes, you were wrong. You were this time. Tamika, it was giving divorce. The suit was definitely giving divorce. That to me. 1, 2, 1. And Marcus, you say 1, he acts like a child. I wouldn't necessarily say a child. I just think that he hasn't gotten over some of the trauma that he had from when he was a child is the reason why maybe he wasn't feeling the things that he felt like he wasn't getting. That's what I'm getting for him. I'm not saying your opinion about it was wrong, Marcus, but that's just what I got from Shaq already. So let me just go do a quick overview, then I'm gonna drop the link, okay? So the final decision day of who stays together, who's not. Shaq said no. I mean, the way that Pastor Cal, y'all, I use these to read. I don't use them all the time, but the way Pastor Cal was like, and Dr. Pepper was like, I was like, the man said no. The man said no. I mean, they, in my opinion, made it seem like they put together such a wonderful match, the match of all matches. This is just my opinion. This is what I'm getting from it. That when they made the comment like, oh, like he can never do better, or he'll miss out on this one, their track record for putting these couples together, regardless of what they put on paper, just what they feel like they could be a match, the lack of seeing them come in, help guide, sway, whatever, these couples together, I don't know why they're so shocked. And honestly, I was appalled at the comments that they made about, oh, he's never gonna, find anyone like Kirsten. I highly disagree with that. Just because you don't, you're the person you put together doesn't work out, that doesn't mean their soulmate or their forever isn't somewhere else. So maybe appalled wasn't the right word, but I just didn't like how they suggested that the possibility was high that he wouldn't. So, but anyways, let me put these on to read. Let me go back up. Jasmine Shelley says, somebody give Shaq a therapist. Oh, gift him one? Okay. We could all check on Groupon too, He gives, even though he gives educated, well, he doesn't give, he is educated. He still gives a little cheap to me. He's giving like a little cheap buy. So maybe a Groupon coupon may work out for Shaquille. Cynthia, you say, I'm surprised Kirsten said yes. I was too. I really thought that she would say no. Sharon, you say Shaq wasn't ready. He's very needy. They both need to work on themselves first. True. Marcus, you said that clown suit told it all. Right, chaos. It gave chaos. Sharon, Marcus, laughing at your comment, Marcus. And then your favorite darkness said, Shaq's a new manager at Hot Dog on the Stick. Oh, he got too many colors for Hot Dog on a Stick. Right. And he was missing the little hat that they wear too. But I just think that Kirsten's personality came out a little bit more with the no. Maybe not saying that it would have worked out, but maybe if she had, I'm just speaking for Kirsten, just from my opinion, not saying in the relationship, but maybe if she had showed a little bit more outgoing, more of that energy, that she was, open, because she gave more reserve, like, I don't do this, like a Southern Belle, kind of like, I don't do this, where's my napkin, where's my parasol, the umbrella thingy. That's what she gave. But when she got the no, she was like, I don't know why he crying, head to the side and all this. I don't want to say attitude, because, Black women and brown women are stereotyped with attitude. Just extra energy as to, I don't know why he thought that way, because I said yes, so I should be the one upset. So I get what she was saying, but I think maybe he was missing that in a relationship for Shaq. I don't know. When I drop the link, you guys can give me your comments, and also too in the comment section if you don't want to come on the screen. Let me read some more. Oh, I read that. Divaness. Okay, yeah. So I'll drop the link, and then we'll get to chatting about this. And then also too, I was looking at last season's clips. I see you, Devontae. Last season's clips, they did the decision day, where are they now, and then reunion back to back. It wasn't all this extra stuff with season 15 San Diego. I was going to post it, maybe I will on community page, but they had like 3. It weren't this who's dating who's doing what, who's doing this, who's doing that, like additional 6 weeks of the show. That's what I'm saying. Like, in my opinion, maybe something for the next season, Denver isn't quite ready to go yet. Maybe they had to refilm scenes, because all this extra is new, and the majority of the people have spoken. We don't need it. We don't want it. This season was too boring as it is, so it's not giving. Okay, and then last night was messy at its finest too, but we'll get into that. I'm gonna read some more comments, and I'll go to backstage and bring people up. Jasmine Show, you said Shaq was giving weirdo behavior. Okay. Nicole is very messy. Oh yeah, we're gonna get into that. We are gonna get into Nicole. Okay, and then Nicole doubled down on the after party. I said, girl, okay. Anyways, the Jasmine Show says, why you guessing and cursing and kissing, hugging when you see her to say no? I don't know. I think that was the last hurrah. So where else would he say it? Because as you saw, Kirsten moved out without him being there. So she got her thing, and she was to the left, out of there, right? So Frappes and T said Shaq was aiming for an Academy Award. Okay. And you also say, oh, you said it twice. Okay. And then Jasmine Show. Okay. Are you ready backstage? All right, here we go. Backstage, underage, had a lesson. How you doing? Hey. Hey,
Hey,
girl, hey. How are
hey,
you?
girl, hey.
How are you?
How are
So,
you?
fine. Most of the comments, except for one, we're not going to put her out there. And they felt Shaq would say no. So, it was a no. I didn't expect him to be as emotional as he was. That was surprising for me.
Yeah.
But and then when the experts said what they said, I was like, you're not even doing your expertise to even give that kind of opinion on somebody.
Mm,
Just because they didn't work out doesn't mean this is all they get.
right.
So I
They
didn't
wasn't
like.
even there that much to
That's
even
what
get to know them.
that's what I was saying. They weren't even expertising.
Right.
So anyway, so what do we actually think about Shaq giving his reasons why he said that he didn't feel in his heart. He honestly said it was a game time decision that he didn't know leading up to it. But I did see a comment or I heard something, and shout out to Courtney and Eddie because I may have been on their channel, that when Shaq left to go home before decision day, Kirsten said, "Bye, my love," and Shaq said, "Bye, Kirsten." It weren't no like nicey, sweet exchange. So maybe that was a clue right there. I don't know. So what do you think about that? The game time decision. I honestly, even though I thought he would say no, I also thought Kirsten would say no because I just didn't. I personally, I tried to see. I know Jazz from the Jasmine show, not putting you on Front Street, but I know Jazz was like, she understood where Kirsten was coming from. I personally couldn't get on that train because Kirsten was just way too reserved for me to pick up what she was putting down from my perspective. What do you think about that? And are you ready backstage? Okay. What do you think about that, Miss Tamika? Hey, Devontae.
Hey, Devontae.
Y'all
I
doing?
think in the beginning, Shaq was all in.
Uh-huh.
And then there was a turning point.
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling the Jasmine show that he stopped looking at her the way that he was looking at her in the beginning. He
Okay.
stopped looking at her like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was almost like, I just got to get through this.
Uh-huh.
But his reasoning, like, oh, you wasn't there for me. I think that it was, he was placing the blame, but wasn't
Mm-hmm.
taking accountability for what he was doing as well.
True. I agree with
So
mm-hmm.
once you place the blame and then take accountability, then, it was both of y'all fault.
Yeah.
But I knew I was like, oh no, he's saying no. He is definitely saying no. They're not leaving us in this cliffhanger for him to say yes. They need the drama.
Mm-hmm. The Jasmine show says Kirsten was reserved on camera, but she has lots to say, but want to show up like a lady on camera. Yeah. And then
Mm-hmm.
also says no accountability because he thinks the relationships are all about him. I can see that part. And then, hi Brenda. And this is to you, the Jasmine show. Shaq doesn't hate her. He just realized that she was not the complete package he was wanting. Okay. Well, the comments are coming in now. And Frappes and D
Mm.
said, I found it humorous how Kirsten exited the apartment.
Ah!
You know what? Kirsten.
Deuces.
Now,
With,
then Sharon says the turning point was when she didn't go on that work trip. What did Shaq really give her, to be honest? What did Shaq
the
really give
turning point was when they baked cookies, and they probably wasn't good. And after that, he was like, nope, I ain't about to live no 30, 40, 50 years with this.
I don't know. What do you think, sir? Devontae.
Like why they? I
Mm-hmm.
just thought he was just done with her.
Marcus says he's a flip flop. You see how he's acting on the after party. I think Shaq was always acting like that on the after party. He just always came across. I think he blew his cover his first after party when he said that Kirsten was acting different off camera. They didn't really connect like that. I think that's where he blew cover, honestly. But we were trying to give him the benefit of the doubt because it was like week 3 or something. It was like, oh, well, maybe it was just like, a little whatever they had going on, but he blew it. But go ahead, Devontae. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say I think he was just over it. Honestly, I mean, I think low key, he think he could find something like he want the perfect happy ending, and I think after a while, when the older he get, he gonna realize you gonna have to accept something, bro. I don't think she was that bad. I mean, but I guess he thinks he can do a little better. So only time will tell, I guess.
I think what he's looking for is more emotions. He wasn't getting the emotion from Kirsten that he felt he needed. Because Kirsten, I mean, looking at Kirsten on camera, Kirsten does seem more reserved and doesn't seem like she talks a lot, whether it be on camera or not. She doesn't give that. You know, I think she talks to who she wants to talk to. You know, she's very particular. I think it's that. And I also think the fact that he didn't meet the family, or the family may have not been interested in meeting him. I think that also was part of his reasoning. You know what I'm saying? Because he got to meet the dad at the 12th hour, 11th hour.
Right.
That was it, you know?
But I mean, when you dating a girl, I mean, they got married or whatever, you kind of met the family like forcefully. But usually when you dating somebody, you don't meet their family for a little bit.
Well, do you feel okay today? Do you feel okay? Devontae, do you feel okay?
What? Why you so?
Married at first sight. There is no wait a little bit. You have to meet everybody now. You know that.
I mean, in this situation, I mean, yeah, but nah, I don't know. I probably would. I want to introduce what's Nicole to my family. I would have waited.
Yeah, but you don't know that about these people. You don't know that. Like at the wedding, okay, you can understand he didn't come to the wedding because he don't want to be on film or whatever the reason was. But they didn't have anything as far as a conversation, like nothing with nobody. So I think that was his thing. He kept saying, and I'm not Team Shaq at all, but I see his point on this, that he's so open and his family is so friendly and this and that, and he wanted to have that with her family. I think that was another point where it's like, if I can't even get a call, you know, with the mom, the brother, the dad, you know what I'm saying? We can't even take time to meet up, a phone call. Like, why would I continue with someone if she's not into me, her family's not into me? So I don't think he wants that. I really think that played a part of the issue. Now, Marcus says, Marcus, you got a lot of strong opinions. He said he wants to be treated like a baby in a relationship.
Yeah, he thought he was acting like he the prize.
Graham Crackers.
But you know,
Shaq might be of another persuasion and needs his own truth and stop fighting it. That color suit told him. Oh,
dang, dude, they ain't hold back, Graham Cracker.
That's okay. All right.
Look better and better.
Well, I mean, okay.
Only him and the
I
Lord
will say it
knows.
looked like Pastor Kyle was ready to get up and beat him up because he took off the glasses and kind of sat up in his seat. I was like, Pastor Kyle about to get up and fight. Like,
Did y'all hear him? He said he ain't gonna do no better than her. I said, Dad. He said,
yeah, that's what I said.
He said he ain't gonna do no better than that. I know he.
Right.
I said,
that's what I'm saying. Like, how could they even say that? Like, this is his forever. This show's track record. I don't even know how his mouth to even say that. Like, the track record is trash, right? It's 1 in 5 couples that made it this season, and none last season. I mean, one tried to pretend, Lindy and Miguel, but we know they were. Come on. Right?
Yeah, they should have. They wasted their time.
But
time, effort, money.
Exactly. I just thought that was out of line that they said that. Now he could have said that to Dr. Pepper in the back, but not to Shaq. You know, I just thought that was a little rude. And I like Pastor Cal. Dolores says Shaq is needy. And then Marcus also says, I know Kirsten regrets giving him some. And then Judgment Show. Don't be mad, guys. I kind of agree with Pastor Cal. I'll be the bad guy.
Dang, you said she don't think he gonna do no better.
Okay.
All
right.
I don't know. I mean, I feel Kirsten. Yeah, he should let that go. I ain't gonna lie. I mean,
there's Jasmine that's available. Well, since we swapping partners.
I just don't
You
think
know that
because
was Shaq that she was kissing, unless he grew some hair real quick.
It was not.
I mean, I just think that, just because you don't work out with somebody, whether you're on the show or not, that doesn't mean that you won't get better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I personally disagree with the comment only. With your own personal comments, that's your personal, but I don't think that's right to say. But anyways, so let's move on to the conversation. Later in the episode, we see Jasmine, Eris, Clint, and Gina packing their things and leaving their rings and head back home. I was like, when Eris said to Jasmine, "Oh, so I'm really gonna miss Duchess. Can I come by and see Duchess?" I said, "For real? Are you for real?" Does anybody believe this? I think maybe because we saw in the preview at least one time, but no. Anybody believe Eris really wants to be around the dog and then maybe eventually get a dog? Anybody believe that?
No, he's still trying to get his marriage sex.
Nah, I believe he want to be around the dog. He weird, just he like one of them dudes. He probably did fall in love with the dog. It'd be a lot of people that be saying they don't like dogs, but they ain't never really had one.
Uh-huh.
And then they had one, then they be in love. He probably just didn't grow up around dogs, and he's like, "Nah, I'm good."
Okay.
And then Duchess turned out to be real cool.
Yeah, she needs to teach Duchess to bite.
But then again, 10 stacks and the dog out of here. That's all I got to say. Now, the Jasmine show says nobody wants to deal with a needy grown man. She said yes, so she was at least willing to work on it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I get that. I get it. Dolores
gonna
says,
say yeah when he started crying. I was like, "Oh, he crying? He gonna say yeah? No."
Yeah, he said no fat. I'm surprised we got it so early in the episode. I thought they would make us wait because Anyways, Dolores says I was getting those vibes about Shaq from the beginning. And the Jasmine show also said Eris is talking to hear himself speak. Yeah, that's what he does. I don't know.
Don't be saying nothing.
Don't be saying nothing. But when we saw Clint and Hank, that poor dog just don't know, do he? He just don't know. His bestie is going back down the hall. He cannot come.
You're not invited.
I think that Gina, I'm gonna jump around a little bit. When Gina is talking with her friends about Clint and saying how he's like the class clown and his humor is abrasive, she just didn't get it. But didn't Gina say that she was willing to try? Did she say that like a couple of months ago? Like we could try to see where things go and turn around, even though we knew that she didn't really mean it. But didn't she say it out loud to Clint? So she was giving what's the word? What they call it? Mixed signals to Clint, right? And so again, I stand by the fact of if you do not like somebody, you don't like the way they talk, eat, breathe, sneeze, look, you know what I'm saying? You don't like nothing coming from them. And Gina just should have been honest. And she was honest. They was already sleeping in separate rooms. She could have just went back down the hall or to the other floor she was in and just let it be that. Why she gotta tear him down every step of the way? Clint was committed to the relationship. You know what I'm saying? He was. What do y'all think? Do you think Gina was out of line? Or you think Gina was here on the show for a come up? Anybody?
I mean, we heard about her salon every episode.
Yeah. But the way that she talked to her friends about Clint, though.
Yeah, she was checked out from the honeymoon. And she was just going with the flow. But he's not, he has that crazy sense of humor that it's like, you just, and she just was like, he's beneath me.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Frappes and T said to come up. I don't know. I just think it's like, who signed them up for the show? Did she sign herself or did she have a friend sign?
I don't think it really got nothing to do with the salon no more. Because, I mean, it ain't like we seen her wear a T-shirt for the show, for the salon, have we? I didn't see one.
No, but she didn't have to wear a T-shirt. She filmed in the salon a few times, at least 3 times.
Yeah.
Once in the beginning, Once when
You think that would generate more traffic though?
I don't know.
I mean, I went there.
Oh.
She did the beep beep.
I did a drive by. Definitely. If it wasn't so many cameras, I would have got out.
Sure.
Like I just don't feel like she was into him. I think she was just like, she was shallow.
Oh, yeah, she does give me shallow vibes.
She was just turned off, and I think she don't like being the center of attention.
Oh,
because like when Clint say something, everybody gonna be like, "What?"
He didn't give me class clown. He just gave me like, what they say, let's keep the party going, because everybody else was so boring and dull. What did Nicole and Chris bring? Nothing. What did Shaq and Kirsten give? Nothing. What did Chris and Jasmine give? Nothing. So it was Clint the whole time. He cooked for them. He tried to get everybody games and everything. The show went on.
I don't know if that, but we don't know if that food. They said it was good, but we be lying.
Well,
say people.
That's
he ain't been seasoning no food, salt and pepper. I was like, wait a minute.
Right. Sharon says Gina never told Clint any of her dislikes. She told everyone but him she had no personality either to me. And then I'm gonna jump down to here because I agree. Brenda said Clint had a personality plus. No one else really had an outgoing personality like Clint did. He brought them all together. You know, he was the star of the show. He really was.
Yeah. And that's what they brought him together for. She said she wanted somebody to pull her out of business. Like, you ain't gotta be a busy business all the time. We can have fun.
Yeah.
That's exactly what she said she wanted. So another one. Like Dr. Pastor Cal said to Dom and Mac, you lied.
Right.
You lied on your resume. You lied. Because I gave you exactly what you said. You said somebody that's going to make you laugh and get you out the house. And now, because he a ginger, you don't like him. See, you lied.
Right. Larisha says, hello, by the way. They remind me of Jacob and Haley from season 12. Clint and Gina?
Nah, Haley was worse than her.
Yeah, Haley was a little bit worse than that. Yeah, because she didn't like Gina at all.
No, you know what? Gina might be worse because Haley.
No. At least Haley tried the goods. Haley tried it once.
Let Jaleb test the ride. Just to test drive.
Yeah, and then
Gina ain't even let Clint get close to the car.
Right. That's the difference. So at least she tried once. I read that, and then Dolores said Hank definitely will miss Clint for sure. And did I read this? Gina needs the money. Maybe. And Jacob was odd. Jacob was into the 80s, and he was a little odd. But anyways, all right. So now let's move to then Kirsten meeting her friend to help her get her life back on track. And I typed right here, whose closet was that? Because when we met Kirsten, her house was very minimalist. With her closet wasn't junky like that. So now I think I was right when I said I think she just showed us a place that she was renting. I mean, someone to rent or buy, because that was not her house. Because if her closet looked like that, she definitely lived somewhere else. But she said she needed to get things together and told her friend that, again, what happened on decision day and why is he crying? It should have been me. And her friend was trying to, keep her spirits up and boost it. Like, girl, you will get you a husband and kids one day. Stay on task, right? So I think that was cool that her friend said that. But let's jump back to how did she get her stuff out of the house before Shaq made it home? They didn't leave together at the same time?
Because Shaq be working all the time.
Right.
She probably had to go to school and work. She probably had all day.
She left after decision day. Decision day, she went right to that house and did it.
And I would have did the same thing. My stuff would have been packed just in case.
Just in case.
I would have had my brother waiting at the house. I'd be like, yeah, bro, go ahead, take that to the crib for me. I'll meet you at the house. This girl that said no.
Mm-hmm. She called her people on the way and was like, meet me there. We got 20 minutes.
I know she was going off. I could see it. I know the crazy in her. I seen it in her eye. I was like, that face was twitching when he walked in there.
This bald-headed son of a gun.
He gonna say no to me.
Do he
Right.
know who I am?
I
Right.
ain't never been rejected like this by
I've
this
been
nerd.
thrown out of better.
Places than this, right? But I'm just saying, they said yes and no the same time. So how did he make it? You think he went to work after? Or it's like, listen, I'm just gonna go to the house because he said he didn't know. So how did she make it back to get all her stuff, not half, all her stuff before he came home?
He had
I
to go show off
mean,
that suit. Remember that
but
scene on I'm Gonna Get You Sucker when he had
The
those shoes
fishnets.
and he was the pimp and he was
Uh-huh.
walking down the street. That was
With the
Shaq. He was like, "Oh, I got to show the world this suit. Let me go ahead and walk down the strip."
oh my gosh.
I-
Probably
right,
playing Mary J. Blige packing up. You know she was, because that is the anthem. Put on Mary and it's
right.
cracking.
but she was
No more drama.
Right.
Right, playing
but they
Young and the
had to
Restless
leave
Feet.
they had to leave the apartment anyway, so it wouldn't be hard to pack because it wasn't like they were staying there after the decision day. They go back
I
home anyway.
know, but I'm just saying, he's told his friend on the phone, yeah, man, she already came and got her stuff. She left yesterday. I'm like, yesterday? Where
Yeah,
were
She she
you?
knew the she knew the
he was in that
vibes.
dress packing up.
She knew the vibe. She knew what was up. She just was just like, I'm gonna just give it one last shot and
hmm
see if he take the bait. I want to stay married and we could try to work this out. And Shaq was like, Nah, I'm good. And she dropped her face. Face fell right off when she said that. Like
Yep. Larisha
Dr.
says,
Pepper was crying. Like, oh.
you know what? That was so unprofessional, but that's just me. Larisha said she was embarrassed when Shaq said she mad, no, she mad and bitter. Okay. And then Marcus says Kirsten wanted to break up because he tried to say he won her back on the after party. I personally said we'll go ahead and jump to that real quick. With Shaq's friends who are married, they try to give, well, they didn't try. They gave the example how they broke up before they got married and all, this and that, and look at them now. That don't work for everybody. We've
Mm-mm.
most of us have been in relationships before where you may went back and then decided, you know what, I remember why I wasn't cool with you no more anyway, and you leave again. That's not for everybody. I think that they were trying to get him to see that maybe off camera, that's true, but if your heart truly isn't in it, you shouldn't have to be talked into maybe something that someone else wants you to do. That's
Right.
what they wanted him to do. That's not what he wanted to do. I mean, hindsight, of course, is 2020. But if he said he felt in his heart he didn't want to, trying to talk, like I said, trying to talk someone into doing something they don't want to do is never going to work. It just doesn't. So I didn't like the fact that let me phrase that. I like the fact that his friends were saying, "Okay, we did it, and you can too. Did you consider?" But I don't know. I didn't care for that. Even on the after party, I think that he was being, maybe if you thought about it, be talked into too. I'm like, no, because if he wanted to, he would. But Carson said to her friend and to whoever else that I'm not calling him, I'm not checking this and that. So why bother?
She already deleted. Listen, when she was walking out, she was deleting his number out her phone,
Okay,
deleting
exactly.
all pictures, deleting him out. Yeah, all of
Mm-hmm.
that.
Shaq gaslighting because
He gonna text her.
that's how you get your tire slash keep playing. Be like, oh, maybe we may or may not get back together. Okay.
Let me tell you something. Side note that I know, just know that I know from a friend of a friend that if you happen to, since Devontae you mentioned, if you get your tire slashed, that you can slash 3 out of 4 tires and insurance won't pay for it. But the Jasmine Show said maybe they could get back together later. And then they also said he's one and done. And then Marcus said, you don't stay married to a man that wears that many colors in a suit plus. Okay. So let's move on.
Oh, Marcus.
Let's move on. That's what I heard from a friend of a friend. That's all I got to say.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So the police
Listen,
pay for it.
he gonna he gonna call her. She gonna be like, "New phone, who this?"
Devontae, that's a message on the side if you want to know.
Right.
That is hilarious. I need to know that just in case I got to get crazy.
Graham Cracker said Shaq already relocated to Texas. Oh, really?
Oh, did he?
If you know more, can you put it in the chat, Graham Cracker? Because I didn't hear that. But thank you
Yeah,
for the tea.
Well,
we got
that won't
to
be
look that up.
shocking. He could probably just got a university, got a job at a university or transfer schools. Is like, I'm gonna
I
try
know,
my
but
luck
part
down there.
one of the reunion isn't for another 2.5 weeks, so we won't know.
Yeah, I wonder if that's the job that he gave up.
Oh, that's a good question.
Well, if he don't get no girl in Texas.
So now Jasmine's aunt Patricia came over, and I think she was the
Hilarious.
star of the episode because
Star of
Jasmine
the
talked about
show.
everything that went down, right? She was like, I don't know why he didn't want to be married with you. I mean, like, look at you, Jasmine. You know what I'm saying? Jasmine said that he didn't give 100 or 1,000%. And then Auntie was like, oh, I should have brought a picture book down here. Auntie was like, you sure do look nice in these photographs. Sure do look nice. He didn't want to be with you, girl. You know what I'm saying? Auntie broke it down though. What she said was, I hope I typed it. She said, by now, if he doesn't know what he wanted, how she put it? If he doesn't know what he wants by now, at 39, he's never been in love. He probably never will. And we've all agreed with that as time has went on. Like, what are the odds of never being in love with anyone? Not even like a teenage love, a puppy love. He never experienced something. So he don't know how to act. But just like since Marcus touched on the after party, what did Shaq say? Eris is for them streets. The streets was calling. Okay.
He was like, huh?
Right. Right. I'll be back. Exactly. I think that Aunt Patricia gave good advice to Jasmine. I really do. Yeah. I think that Jasmine also knew because Eris had said it on the after party that they had a discussion about what they would say on decision day. But honestly, did they have to have a discussion? There was no connection.
No.
You know, and I don't know. One thing about Aunt Pat though, she's like, girl, is that wine? Is that that wine? Give me that wine back, girl. I was like, okay, I'm taking my wine back.
She said, I'm gonna take my wine back. I rewound that part like 3 times. I was like, wow.
Aunt Pat weren't playing with that, but she gave good advice. And she was hoping that, he was my nephew and all this other stuff too. It just didn't work out. And when you know that your person, your family member, whoever comes on this show for the right reasons, to get someone like this who was just checked out from the beginning, that's a hard pill to swallow, because then it seems like you went through all this process for nothing, which you did, and then got all the family excited or whatever to see you move to the next phase of your life for nothing, right? So, but anyways, I don't know. What y'all think about Aunt Patricia? Did you agree with her too?
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
Marcus, you're on the road today. You say he tells his mother 3 things he never acts. He acts he never got out of his mother's breast. Shaquille or Eris? Okay. Texas too. Oh, okay. Eris is in love with himself.
Absolutely.
And Dolores, I agree with you, Sharon. Eris is in love with himself. Okay. All right. So I think that's really all the basic
conversation. The thing with him though. You such a high value man or whatever you want to be. You got a roommate of 40?
He got them school loans to pay off.
At 40.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, what was your body paying off loans?
You know how much school costs?
Yeah, but 2 40-year-olds living together?
Well,
no.
Millennial is not 40, but that's why she's not sitting right here when that master's degree is got in December. You know how much that is costing the family? That's cost
a lot. I guess. I don't know.
And
he could have got a 1-bedroom though.
Well, a studio.
Okay.
Come on now. You 40? You about to retire. You got 15 more years of work. Come on, man.
That's true too. No. But real quick before we jump to the dinner scene. So Clint talked about he 41. Who was he talking to? His mom or his sister? Who was he talking to? I didn't catch it.
I thought that was his friend.
Anyways, Clint said, I don't have one. Hold your ring finger up, Devontae. You married Miss Tamika?
Oh, I
No.
ain't got my ring on.
Devontae.
Nah,
Oh yeah, he
when we go home, when we go home, we got
unattached.
a little ring holder. You just drop it in the little.
Okay. All right. So he said he want another ring on his finger. And he's looking forward to get a ring on his finger. So Clint is ready to get back out there. I think Clint will be married probably by the time reunion comes on. I bet you he'll be engaged to somebody.
I'm about to slide in his DM because I like Clint.
I like
He
Clint
can
too.
get that man bun going, and he had me laughing. Like, come on, come to the D.
I
Why
mean, I believe school is expensive. I'm not holding none.
See,
I'm not holding none.
Yeah. Anyways, but Clint need to get him his own dog. That's what he need to do. And then we saw McKinley. Who was he house hunting with? Who was that? I tried to catch the person's name.
His friend. That was his friend. I don't know her name. We gonna Taylor. I don't know. I just made that up.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll call her Taylor. But anyways, so Kirsten is his realtor. That's kind of cool though that that Kirsten's his realtor.
I mean, yeah, he gonna throw her a bag. That's live. Yeah, I like that.
But the house he was looking at, I think it was out of his price range.
It was, but
it wasn't out of his price range. I thought she said it was out of like how far he was.
It was 20 minutes outside the city, but that wasn't the issue. It was out of his price range. And I'm like, wait a minute, you're into pharmaceuticals and your mother was ready to drop a bag on you to get out the marriage. Call your mama for your bag so you get the
Don't she owe you 10? She owe you 10K.
50K.
50K. Yeah, she owe you. You better take her up on that offer. Like, mama, you owe me some money, or we going on the judge show.
Oh, okay.
He lost that.
Okay. From a Tammy Talk. So if y'all who know who that is, that's where the tea was from. Dolores says Clint has a good sense of humor, very important. So, but anyways, well, I guess Mac is trying to show Dom that he's not going to be in somebody's basement. So good for him. What'd you say? We know.
Let me tell you about my best friend.
Right. So let's jump to the dinner meeting with everybody. And I'm going to show a meme courtesy of Devontae. Here we go. And I thought it was so appropriate. I asked him if I could show it. Here we go. My face every time she talks like she's an expert and wasn't on the same show as everyone else. Don't we all got that face? Tamika. Mm-hmm. Look at Tamika.
All the time. But...
And then, you know what? And just for good cause, let's do this too. I'm so sick of Nicole. I really wanted to pause the show, but I'm like, I gotta watch it because I gotta talk about it. Who made her the expert? And listen, please let's not say production. I don't think it was production. I think it's just Nicole. I think production does, throw out little different things to say, but the things that she says, that's all her. Because one, Nicole, if you're watching this, not personal, but sweetie, you don't have no manners.
You gotta stop. Right.
You don't have no manners. You can't read the room, and you were simply just out of line. Like
out of line. Yeah.
Like, disrespectful. Like, what if it was reversed?
Exactly.
And somebody had broke up with you, and then you at the same table. They asked Chris, "Hey, you want to go on a date with Jasmine?" Right. I know your face will be like, "Wow."
Exactly. Yeah. Now at the dinner, I didn't see Chris. Was Chris there?
Oh, no, Chris was there.
Yeah, he was there.
It seemed like he was at the bar or something, but he was right there. The camera angle was all off. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. They tired too.
I was like, maybe he's here.
Yeah, the camera people tired.
Because I was thinking, now, Chris, if you're listening to your wife talk like this is exactly what you're going to get as your relationship progresses with your own friends and the stuff, different little things like that. So inappropriate. But one thing that she said, I typed out. It says, I read that someone said that Nicole, although she doesn't have boundaries, she was trying to help. I think that is a double entendre, meaning You can't not know you have boundaries and try to help at the same time. That don't go together.
Who is she trying to help?
Clearly, she was trying to help McKinley and Gina.
She ain't got both of their numbers. She could have double FaceTimed them and then sent it on the private call. Why you gotta do it at the table?
And since Kirsten's her bestie, how come she didn't try to set her up with maybe Eris or somebody? You know what I'm saying? Like, make it all the way around if she was gonna do something like that. But she just, for her to say that her husband was beta at the girls' night, this is not, in my opinion, a stretch for Nicole. And I just really needed somebody to check her. But what did Eris say in his confessional? Oh, well, we knew something was brewing. We heard stuff on the streets. That's not cool.
And
See,
I'm here for it.
That's how you know Clint is a good dude. Because he really could have said something, and things really, really could have got ugly, right?
Yeah.
Nah, Clint should have been gangster about it. I'd be like, sure, go ahead.
That's what I'm saying.
Ain't gonna be much to it. I ain't getting nothing out of it. Ain't no much to it in that dog. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Right, and you can't have him.
I'm like, don't tell a good joke. That's a turnoff.
You went all in, and then McKinley is looking like, how would you know I want to date Gina? And then Gina's eyes looking back and forth too. McKinley, you've been on the show for 2 weeks talking that to somebody, so how do you think she knows? Right. And Nicole is just as nosy as she want to be, but I was just like, what?
But it kind of makes sense.
Just inappropriate in general. Like, she's hard to watch.
I know, but it kind of makes sense, like why she would like what's his name, Matt? Because he tell bad dad jokes, bad dad jokes, just bad. And you shouldn't have to apologize after every joke. That's bad.
That's true. Frappes and T said Nicole would have had a whole meltdown if the tables were reversed.
Absolutely.
She would have. What did she say? She said something on the after party when Eris and Eris and Shaq was saying to her, like, oh yeah, we heard the comment, but we knew where you were coming from. She's like, don't get me started. I'm gonna get heated. I was like, well, get heated then. Who you getting heated at? Your husband's not sitting here. Who you getting heated with, Nicole? You know what I'm saying? And so with just someone giving their comments based off the clip that they showed, can talk about what I was getting heated. Poor Chris. That's all I gotta say. Poor Chris.
I just wish Chris just had it in him. I just wish he would have been, as soon as Nicole would have spoke up, like, bro, where my cigarette at? Because at this point, somebody give me a cigarette. It's the only way to get this.
Did a Baptist finger outside, like put the Baptist finger up and walk out.
I don't know. She just that scene.
That's why Dom left early. Now it makes sense. She already knew Nicole was gonna be messy, so she was like, yeah, it's been real.
Right,
she get to talking. Because
she knew.
Mimosa.
And she knew that she already slid into Clint's DM.
Maybe that too. But did you also notice that Dom was really the only one sitting there eating before she had to go? She was like, you know what? Oh, you know what? I hate to, be Debbie Downer, but I gotta go.
Thanks for the meal.
Right. Her meal and her vodka crayon. I peeped that.
That's what Dom did. Dom did Marshawn Lynch. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Right. Dolores says I turned the sound off when Nicole was talking. I really wish I could have too. Sharon thinks you're Devontae. But and then did you see how everyone spoke to everybody, but did you see the side eye and the head like to Shaq with Kirsten? Like, if he say one thing that I don't
one
it was just
like this.
That was the look. Yeah, that was definitely the look. I was like, yep. So
I'm surprised she gave him a hug, because I would have
that old side hug.
I would have been like, fist bump. Not even now. But hey, watch out. Like, no hug? Absolutely not.
That's a married man hug that I give. Like when I hug a married man, and just so I'm not inappropriate or people don't think anything. I would give it that side hug. Like, hey, bro, and keep it moving. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't really to a
Mhm.
married woman, you know.
But
So
everybody was hugging each other on fully except for her. She was like,
yeah, but you know what too? Also, let's just jump to the after party and then for next week. I think that Shaq is, like I said, checked out, and I really don't think he's having the second thoughts that everyone may think he's having.
mm-mm.
I just think that he's ready to move past this in general. Because even in confessional, even when he was saying that you never know, the person down the line might just be me again. I'm thinking, I don't think Chris
No,
would
it ain't.
give you a second chance. First of all,
Mm-mm.
she didn't want no bald guy from the beginning, right?
Right.
And now she knows how you are. She doesn't feel like you're communicating with her, this and that. I don't think that she would give
Mhm.
a chance. And you barely met her dad just so that you can be quiet. So I don't
Right.
think the person would anyways. Um,
And he was
He
younger
missed
than her, right? Because that was a factor.
I think so
Nah,
too.
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. That
But
was a factor.
he missed his window. If he wanted to get her back, he had like 2 days.
Listen, before
After
she walked
decision
out,
day.
before she walked in that barn,
If she done called everybody. Once the aunties and uncles start finding out, it's a wrap for you, bro. You can't come back in that family. It's over.
yeah.
Daddy,
No.
you was right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I told
I
you I
knew
ain't
it.
like him. That's why I ain't go to the wedding. I know my intuition.
I was just about to say that. I would just be like, that's why I didn't come to the wedding. That's why, exactly. But you don't want your parent or mom or whoever to be saying that, because then they will always throw stuff like that back in your face. That's not
Mm.
cool, open relationship, because then you don't want to tell them anything. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
hopefully he's not.
Listen, they was all at the house because they was all betting. And they like, give me my money. I won. I told you they weren't gonna last.
No, that who the betting people was? Eris's cousins, friends, and family. That's
Yeah.
who won the bet, because
I'm surprised we ain't see her this episode. I just knew he was gonna see
give it
Oh.
time.
her.
She
Like,
probably
She can be on the reunion.
cuz.
She'll be at the reunion.
She gonna be like, I wasn't right. Y'all don't look so bad now, do I?
Right.
I told y'all he wasn't nothing.
right.
But
So
everybody think I'm the bad guy. All right, I was hating. Look at me now. Everybody love his kids now.
look
Listen,
at me. Mhm.
show that picture of that little boy, because that's how she gonna come in with that look.
Okay.
I told y'all.
Mhm.
That is a perfect little face too.
Yes.
And bedhead. All right. So next week's episode, it looks like we're gonna see Clint and Hank, Eris and what's the dog's name?
Duchess.
Duchess. Mac, the guys get together, right?
Mhm.
And don't we see Dom come back in with her dog?
Mhm. With her dog, with Clint.
She got a dog. I'm like, well, that's perfect, because Clint loves dogs. So be careful, because your
Yeah,
dog
he
might.
gonna take yours.
And then are we also going to see the ladies talk about who was talking to who? Is that when they're going to say, oh, I was talking with Gil? Is that the next episode too? When Dominique said,
No, I think they're Mac and old girl about to go out on a little coffee date. Matt and Gina.
Gina.
Yeah, they're going out on a coffee date.
okay, hold on to make it real quick. Hold your thought, please. Brenda says, just FYI, I online asked Jasmine to consider breeding Duchess with Hank so that Clint can have a pup. She said Hank was too big and Duchess was retired mama. Oh, okay.
Aw,
Interesting.
she responded. Oh, cute.
Yeah. I might reach out for an interview. I want to hear from Jasmine.
Yeah.
Small channel, but we cool over here, Jasmine.
Listen, we dope.
Right,
That's where it's at.
I was rooting for you, baby.
I might reach out. Brenda, did you reach out on her IG, or did you reach out on another way? Just curious. But anyways, yeah, so all the guys get together, and Clint says that he's actually, because Eris had to ask, he had to know, has anyone had sex? I'm like, Eris, I'm so ready for the reunion and all this to be over with, because I'm tired. Eris' 15 minutes of fame is over.
Listen,
He a dirty old man. Like, bro, you still act like you 20, dude. Like, you
right?
got such a like, bro. Have anybody moved out yet?
Yeah.
Worried about
Eris
the
need
wrong thing.
Eris need Deontay from Love After Lockup, his dial.
Ooh,
That little mannequin thing.
no, Tamika, go ahead and mute your mic.
Well,
Uh,
all I know is she said, wait. Well, turned out that little Miss Cleo was wrong then. That
mute
little
your mic.
psychic,
What'd you say,
that
Devon?
little, I said Miss Cleo was wrong.
Ooh,
Remember she said, oh, that you're with a good man. But the spirit is telling me.
look at Mike is muted too. The Miss Cleo was wrong. Keep it muted. Oh, the tarot reader would. That's right. Stay there. She got those answers from production. But come on back, girl. But that doll, Devontae, do you know what she's talking about? Because that was from Love After Lockup. Not only was it one of those dolls that you get from, a sex store, but Deontay actually cleaned it by putting it in the dishwasher. I'm like, he nasty.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Why he nasty?
That's why I said mute your mic. But anyway,
You can't eat at everybody's house.
you sure can't. You sure can't.
Water, let me get a bottle of water. I don't know about your cups.
Right, and rinse the top. Thank you.
Listen, and then listen, and don't forget, squeeze the water and make sure ain't nothing coming out, no little pinholes.
So Eris, that means mute your mic. So Eris has a nerve to keep asking about the sex questions, and it's like, seriously, grow up, do better. You know what I'm saying? Because why? You can come back now. Why he always got to talk about that? To me, that brings down the value of the show. You know what I'm saying? All he could think about is just sex. So we'll see really what we get next week, because they show a bunch of different clips, so we're really not sure what episode is on. Like I said, we were still waiting on the kiss, how they lived, whether it was a game or whatever the case may be. I don't know. So we'll just have to fly by the seat of our pants and just be all here next week to see what the episode really about next week. So, but anyways, thank you all for joining. I started 5 minutes early because I'm a sports fan. For those of you who don't know, now I have
basketball.
No. I haven't been to hockey, but our hockey team is trying to go to the Cup, and we're on game 4 with Dallas. And let me tell you something for everybody: the Vegas Golden Knights is more popular than the Las Vegas Raiders, hands down. Hands down.
I bet.
I mean, the big old stadium down the street, they're on the same side of the street, the stadiums, but the hockey team plays.
They banging.
You can't go nowhere without seeing the hockey team. So it's on TV, so I started 5 minutes early. But thank you all for joining. Sorry about those Lakers, Devontae. Sorry about those Lakers.
Sorry for being bad. My bad.
That's okay. You just took over Frappes and Tea's spot today. That's all.
I don't know. Marcus.
Marcus messages me a lot on IG too. He messes on IG all the time. He's been around for a while. He drops some tea and some spoilers on the IG sometimes. But yeah, he's on one. He's on top of it too. But thank you to everyone in the chat. Thank you to everyone, and especially for who gave that to you, Graham Cracker.
Mm-hmm.
Your thing today, Graham Cracker. Thank you for joining.
Yeah.
So until next week, everybody, have a happy, safe Memorial Day weekend. And we'll see you for the next one. All right. Take care.
Be safe.
Good night, everyone.